Very rare that a company advertises less GPMs and PSI than the actual reading. Let's step it up a notch. All right, here goes nothing. All right, so you pick yourself up a pressure washer, and the first thing you want to replace is the hose, because the one that it comes with is garbage. Then you want to wash your car, so you need to get a foam cannon, you want to get a swivel gun, all add-ons that don't come with the pressure washer. Then later on, you decide you want to do your vinyl siding, you want to clean up your deck. Again, more purchases, more add-ons. These Ava products are the answer to that problem. It comes with everything you need, all super high quality add-ons and parts. It has a 10-year warranty, which is absolutely absurd. Let's run it through its paces, test these products out, and I'll give you a final review. So let's start with the Ava Go. I think this is probably gonna be one of the most popular products that Ava sells. Very lightweight. It kind of reminds me of the Ryobi that everybody loves. This one is getting anywhere between like 1100 to 1300 PSI, 1.65 GPM to 1.7. Again, all these numbers really depend on a lot of different factors, but that's kind of what people are getting. Right now, these are both on Amazon. This is running at 255, and then the Easy is 350, which is kind of an incredible value for everything that you get here. So what comes in the box, you're gonna get Ava's really cool adjustable foam cannon. It has a clickable system where you can kind of just dial in the exact amount of foam that you want. Nice audible clicks, so you're locked in, and when you're moving it, you're not gonna kind of like readjust off of what your preference is, which is really nice. I like that. And then you're also gonna have this really nice foam setup. The foam cannon has some really nice seals. It has an easy way to measure the soap, and it has a bunch of measurements on the side, which is really nice. And this is 1 liter. This thing's massive, which is good, because I find myself to be running out of soap sometimes if I'm washing multiple vehicles, or I have a big pickup truck. Sometimes I'll run out of soap, have to refill. It's kind of a pain. It is nice having a big 1 liter bottle to hold all my foam soap, which is really cool. And then you're also gonna get that 0-degree swiveling high pressure nozzle. That's gonna be for like the toughest stains on your driveway. Just be careful with this one, very, very powerful. And then you're also going to get your 40-degree nozzle, 25, 15, and a 60-degree nozzle, which is kind of unique. I haven't seen a 60-degree nozzle. You don't see these very often, so I'm interested to see what this looks like. So the 15 and 25 is gonna have a smaller orifice, more pressure. That's more for like doing around the house kind of things, washing your deck, vinyl siding. The 40 and the 60 is gonna be more for car detailing, washing your car, more GPM, more flow. And then you're also gonna get Ava's zero force gun, they call it. So a little bit of pressure here, but once it's back, basically there's no pressure on the trigger to hold it down, which is awesome. You can just pressure wash all day long. You're not gonna have any fatigue. This is a great design. I think that's really cool. And then you can flip it on the bottom. This locks it in if you have kids and you don't want them pressing the gun. This locks it really nice. Nice audible click there. And then you have your pressure washer hose connection point right here. Just push it back to click it in, and then you're good to go. And then this also adjusts slightly to get a little more of a tight fit, especially with the longer nozzle attachments. You want to use this to lock everything down nice and tight. This thing is really cool. This is like their adjustable lance. Basically, you just press this button, turn it, and it comes all the way out. Then it has a quick connect, stainless steel quick connect on the end, which is nice. All the quick connects here are stainless steel, which is another awesome upgrade compared to most pressure washing systems and attachments. Nice to have the stainless steel. What I love about this is that it easily fits in. There's nothing crazy you have to do. Fits onto the zero force gun really easily. And this is fully adjustable. So depending on what you're doing and how tall you are, you can really dial in exactly how high you want this or how low you want it. Another cool gadget that this comes with is the high flow wash mitt. This thing is really cool, kind of designed for getting glass, your windshield, maybe underneath a boat or getting your windows, and then you can get to really high spots, hard to get areas. And the water flow that comes through this, it's not just through a couple holes. When you open this up and take a look, it has a bunch of these little holes that it's just pumping a bunch of water through. So it's kind of like almost like the 2-bucket method without the buckets. It's constantly rinsing out this pad, which I love. It keeps everything clean, and you could even use this to wash your car if you wanted. It's kind of like I said, it's the 2-bucket method, but you're not having to dump it constantly, which I really like. That's kind of a unique feature. The hose I'm really impressed with. Both of these come with the exact same hose. It's a 40-foot, they call it the Ava Flexi hose. This is very, very similar to like an Uberflex or a Flexzilla. In fact, it feels almost identical. Very, very flexible, feels great. I'm not concerned with this hose at all. Very, very premium feel. And you're also gonna get a 35-foot power cord on both of these. I like having a longer power cord because where my house is set up, I have to plug it in on the other side of the house. So that works really great for me. Now this comes separate, but this is basically a quick connect for a short gun. So basically this allows you to have that short swivel gun feature that everybody really likes with car detailing. They're not making money on this. I forget what the exact price is, but it's pretty cheap. I'll put the link in the description. But this will basically allow you to have that short swivel gun feature that everybody likes with the zero force gun. All right, so this is the Ava Easy. This is kind of more geared towards people that want to be able to detail their car, get the nice pressure washing features that come with it, but also be able to do some more high pressure stuff around the house, take care of their patio, take care of their deck, vinyl siding. So all these orifice sizes are going to be the same. You're going to get a little more PSI out of this system, and you're going to get a little more maneuverability. You have this really nice handle right here. This collapses on itself. And then you're also going to get this really nice feature where you can roll up your flexi hose. And this one actually works. Check out the B-roll here. This works great. A big complaint that I have with a lot of these setups is that as you're rolling up, it basically starts pulling the machine because it doesn't work right. This hose I've demoed, it rolls up, it comes back down. Very, very nice setup, and it works the way you'd like it to work. So some cool stuff that this comes with is the Ava patio cleaner. This thing is super solid. I've looked at some other videos in the UK, and they put this thing through some like torture tests. Very, very high quality, super thick plastic components to this. You know, when the US, for some reason, the US, when they think plastic, they think low quality. But the plastics on this, it's hard to convey without actually touching it and feeling it and seeing it. But the plastics on these pressure washers is just different. It's super high quality, thick, very sturdy plastic. And this is no exception with this patio cleaner right here. Just like with the Eva Go, you're also going to get the no force gun and the foam cannon. Same setup. All right, so let's test the GPMs on the Eva Go. I'm going to be using the 60-degree nozzle. I've already weighed this bucket from a bunch of other tests I've done. It's 1.6 pounds, so we can subtract that from the weight that we're going to get here shortly. So let's get the 60-degree nozzle. Put this in. 1, 2, 3.
So I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Josh V for picking up the PSI measurements for both of these units. The standard PSI gauge is usually 3/8, so he was nice enough to set up a 1/4 to 3/8 to 1/4 for his PSI gauge and get us some nice measurements. I only had my 3/8 standard, so I wasn't going to pick up measurements for this video, so I'm just going to use his numbers. So thank you, I'm Josh V, shout out to you. So he got 1100 for the Go, and then he got 1300 for the Easy. So 1100 for the Go, 1300 for the Easy. So those numbers are slightly off from what's advertised on Amazon, at least. So right now on Amazon, they're advertising 1335 for working pressure, and what was tested by Josh V was 1100. And then the Easy on Amazon is advertised as 1450, and he got 1300. So a little bit off, nothing crazy. You know, there's cause for concern when you start seeing differences of like
All right.
500-600 psi. For me, the biggest number that I'm most concerned about is GPM, and you'll see here, GPM is actually a pleasant surprise.
We're getting a weight of 15.6. So 15.6 minus the weight of the bucket is 1.6, which equals 14 pounds. 14 pounds converted to gallons is a GPM of 1.677, which is right on target. That's actually great. I believe on their website, under like ideal perfect conditions, is 1.7. I'm Josh V, I believe, got 1.65-ish. So this is great. 1.67, very happy with that number. That's with the 60-degree nozzle. So fantastic numbers. That's exactly what we wanted to see. All right, just for the heck of it, let's try out the GPMs with a 10-degree. Let's give it a try. 3, 2, 1. $15.4. 15.4. I'm not even going to do the math. It's 0.2 difference. So basically the same PSI, whether you're using the 10 or the 60. So really no big change there. That's great news. We're going to do the 60-degree nozzle in 3, 2, 1, go. $13.8. All right, so 13.8 pounds minus the 1.6 for the weight of the bucket, which equals 12.2 pounds. 12.2 pounds converted to gallons is 1.46, which is exactly a little more than advertised for the Easy, which is awesome. Very rare that a company advertises less GPMs and PSI than the actual reading at an in-home test. So that's great. Very happy with that number. All right, so let's get a GPM reading on the 15-degree nozzle as opposed to the 60. Let's see if that changes anything. 3, 2, 1, go. $13.8. So 13.8, it's the exact same. Doesn't matter if we're using the 60 or the 15. That's great, good performance. Same GPM across all the nozzles. I'm assuming all the nozzles will be the exact same, which is great. All right, so another thing that people are concerned about when they get a pressure washer is they want to make sure that it doesn't go over 15 amps. Most households have a 15 amp breaker, so let's make sure it doesn't go over that amount. We're going to start with the 60-degree nozzle and then do the 15. Let's check it out. All right, 60-degree nozzle on the EVA, go. $13.1-ish, so not even close. Perfect. We'll switch to the 15. $13.5, give or take. So that's good. No worries about going over the 15 amps. All right, let's check the amperage. This is the 60-degree nozzle on the Ava Easy. $13.7. Let's switch it out to something smaller. 15. $14 and some change. So no issues there, not getting to the 15 mark. That's what we want to hear. All right, let's take a quick decibel reading of this. It's a pretty quiet machine, but let's take a quick test, and I'm going to walk away so we don't get an inaccurate reading. We want to be able to hear the machine, not the pressure coming out of this pressure washer hose. So I'm going to walk away, and we'll take a look at how loud this machine is. Woo-hoo-hoo! Really good. Doesn't get much better than that. Insanely thick foam. You want that foam that just kind of sticks to the paint. And that's impressive because that's with a pre-rinse. You don't normally see that. If you get a pre-rinse, usually it just starts pulling down right away. That's really nice foam. Very impressed. Actually, pleasantly surprised, to be honest with you. All right, let's do a quick foam test on the Ava Easy. I got everything dialed in the way I want it. I got the foam at a 9. Let's click this down a little bit. That looks good. All right, let's check it out. Insane foam. Really cannot get better than that. Amazing. And then you can see right here, that's the kind of foam you want. You want it to stick. Really good suds everywhere. Couldn't ask for anything better. All right, just gonna rinse it off real quick with the 60. Again, I really like the wide angle of the 60. It's a nozzle that I'm not used to using. But it works really well. Yeah, that's amazing. That's like zero pressure at all. I mean, I'm just like thinking about holding down that trigger and it's holding it down. That's very impressive. All right, let's do a quick torture test. Supposedly this thing is supposed to be extremely strong. So let's start with about at my waist. Looks good. Woo! All right, here we go. Totally fine. Actually took a chunk out of the cement over here. All right. Let's step it up a notch. All right. I'm not sure how high this is, but here goes nothing. All right, so let's check the damage of this thing. Obviously, don't throw things off of your roof, but so we have some damage right here, but it appears that there is no damage to the actual bottle itself other than the top, and no damage around the rim, which means theoretically this may still work. And then obviously this got a bunch of road rash. But hey, let's fill this back up and see if we're still in business. I don't think it's gonna leak either. We'll give it a try. All right, filled it back up. All right, I don't think we're leaking. That's amazing. Very good. That's just, a couple little drips from the water I just filled it up with, but no leaks. Let's test it out. Totally fine. Very impressive. That's impressive. Very, very impressive. I mean, this thing is rock solid. Don't throw it off your roof, though.
My final review on the Ava Go and Ava Easy. All right, let's start out with some cons. I'm not just going to sit here and tell you guys that these two are the most amazing pressure washer systems I've ever used in my life and that there's absolutely nothing wrong with it and that I wouldn't change anything. I'm always going to be honest with you guys. So the first potential con could be the use of non-standard connection points and fittings. The most common connection sizes you see in the United States is 3/8. You're going to see that for most car detailing and pressure washing accessories. So that being said, if you have accessories already like swivel guns and different pressure washer hoses, these won't work without making your own fittings and connections. Now, with that being said, not everybody wants to tinker and pick and choose every piece of their pressure washer and go out and find a bunch of different accessories, cost money. But what's nice about these setups is it pretty much comes with everything you need and takes the guesswork out of finding all those accessories, and it pretty much just comes with everything that you'd want and need. So it really depends on what kind of consumer you are. If you like to tinker with different accessories and options and buy new stuff as it comes out, these may not be the right units for you. But if you like to be able to get everything all in one and not have to think about picking up separate pieces and add-ons, the Ava Go and the Ava Easy are phenomenal products with super high quality accessories and add-ons built in. One person's con could be another person's pro. And the only other thing that I would consider a con potentially is the connection point at the water inlet. Most US pressure washers have a fixed connection point that is some kind of a hard metal for your water hose. Both of these setups require an included connection that screws onto fairly soft plastic. I found that I had to be very careful not to cross-thread this fitting because you're going from plastic to metal. I also found it difficult to unscrew the hose because of this and the lack of room for your hand, especially when disconnecting the Easy. I added a quick disconnect fitting for the water hose, and that basically eliminates any complaints you may have with the water connection. These are super cheap on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description if you guys are interested in getting a water hose quick connect for your setup. It makes things a whole lot easier. All right, let's get into the good stuff because there's a lot to like here. The first thing I want to highlight is the innovative design. I love the attention to detail. Everything looks like it's moving and flowing. It's a cool design. Next is the high quality included accessories. In the United States, the included accessories that come with pressure washers are usually complete garbage and end up getting thrown out. It's refreshing getting high quality add-ons and accessories included with your pressure washer setup. All these accessories would typically be something that you would get in the aftermarket that you would piece together slowly over time as needed. These Ava setups pretty much come with everything that you would want or need, and it's all super high quality gear. Next, which was a pleasant surprise, was the short gun, or what they call the no force gun. The name suits itself perfectly. Once you pull the trigger back, there really is almost zero force required to use this thing. It feels very solid and is lightweight. Because of the integrated hose connection, there's no need for a swivel add-on, which really reduces the overall footprint of the gun. It's strong, it's lightweight, it's innovative. It's a great piece. And last but certainly not least is the incredible, unheard of 10-year warranty. After 5 years, you can get what Ava is calling their first aid kit. It's around $10, $15. You do some quick maintenance to the pressure washer and it extends the warranty to 10 years. In the United States, we definitely have a throwaway culture. We're constantly replacing items that we buy. It's very nice that Ava offers an incredible warranty on this product, and I think it speaks to the quality and reputation of the brand. Jacob from Ava reached out to me about 6 months ago and asked if I would be willing to do a review on his pressure washers. It was immediately clear that Jacob really cared about the Ava brand and its reputation. He explained the history behind the brand and how passionate they were about making high-quality, innovative pressure washers and accessories. Ava has won numerous awards in the UK for their products, and that's easy to see after having tested out the Easy and the Go. It's great to see a face behind a brand and not just some random Chinese company that's looking only to pump out mass quantities of products that are basically just throwaway after a few years. All right, that's going to be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Ava's debut products to the United States. It was an honor to be able to test these out. Thank you so much, Jacob from Ava. I really appreciate it. Check out the links for all the products you saw in the description in the first comment. As always, thank you guys for checking out my video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.